CenterPoint Energy. Bob Belvin at the Doubletree in Evansville, Indiana. Tennessee Tech is up next. Head women's coach Kim Rosamond and Jordan Brock joins us. And Jordan, she still has that, look at her on the monitor. She has that apprehensive look. She's welcome to both of you ladies.
You have her nervous, Bob.
So, hey, you're picked at the top. What do you think about it?
We're excited. You know, we embrace it. Obviously, I think it's a sign of respect that our players have earned. But at the same time, Bob, we also know that preseason rankings, especially this year, right, don't mean a whole lot. You know, there's a lot of change in college basketball with the transfer portal. We've got a lot of new teams in our league. So they're not handing out any trophies today. But I do think it's a sign to our players for how far that they've helped bring this program. She's already deflated us, right? We're supposed to, us media folks, we love these preseason polls, and now Coach has already deflected. That's what we do. To that. Sixth season for you. The building blocks, are they where they need to be? Is Kim Rosamond happy with where this program's at? We're proud of where it is. Are we satisfied? No. We cried and laughed a little bit last year after the championship game because, we said, well, we haven't skipped any steps in the process, and our next step now, we are now chasing championships. We had hit our head on that semifinal ceiling. We finally got there last year. We didn't perform in the championship game like we expected to. But I think it's a great stepping stone for us for, if we can be fortunate enough to get back there this year, I think we'll be more prepared. And having this one back, is going to help that effort a lot. How many three-pointers have you hit in your career? She knows every one of them, Bob. Don't act like you don't know Jordan Brock.
I really don't know. I just know I beat Coach Allen.
Is that the prerequisite?
Yeah.
Pick that mic up a little bit and talk to us a little bit. What an up and down career for you. And certainly this upcoming season, you want to change that and kind of follow to what Coach was talking about.
I think, like you said, I hit a lot of adversity, and the things that I went through last year is what I came back for, and to be a part of this team and to actually finish and win that ring is what I'm kind of striving for.
And she's proof positive of all the rules that have come into place with COVID and eligibility and those kinds of things. What a blessing, right?
No question. We definitely benefited from that. Last year we had 5 fifth-year seniors that came back. Yep. She was one of them. A week before season started, she was our leading scorer and our leader on the court, and just a freak injury in practice a week before the season started, and it took us a while to recover from that, but we did. We had a lot of players that stepped up, and as devastating as it was to lose Jordan last year, it now feels like a gift to have her back one more year. I've been on the sideline literally, Bob, 1 year without Jordan Brock. We walked out of our rooms and met in the lobby this morning, and I looked at her and I said, "We're even dressing alike now, right? We're like an old couple now. We dress alike." But what an unbelievable competitor, leader, basketball mind. The injury forced her to change directions of what she's going to do with her career. She's going to occupational therapy school. She's going to be a coach, and she's going to be a great one. And so it'll be great to have her back on the floor with us.
It's almost an obligatory question I have to ask when you're the media and you're sitting on this side. How difficult was last season to be at the end of the bench?
Yeah, it was. I had never missed a season until last year, and it was very difficult. But the people that I was surrounded with, they helped me tremendously, and I think last year was a blessing in many ways. And one of those ways was probably, I got to see last year and what I would change for this year. So I know that it was devastating at the time, but it was God's plan, and I just grew from it.
Do you have any concerns about being out of season and then being inserted back into this lineup and integrating with the other players after having been out, or is just you being there physically throughout that injury season a big part enough to feel like you can go right back in and pick up where we left off?
Yeah, I think, well, after I hurt myself, I traveled with the team and everything. So I think that helped for me to come back and kind of just be in a groove. I think it took me a while to kind of get back to myself. But now we've been really smart with my reps, and now I think I'm starting to feel more like myself every day.
So Coach talked about your after career plans, basketball career plans. Elaborate on that a little bit and how you kind of came to that decision that was going to be a career path.
Well, it was a freak accident, and I think, God called me to do it, and I prayed about it, and then my injury just kind of, it was like a direct path, like, okay, this is what I want to do. And watching Coach Rose and kind of seeing how, she's changed my life, and she's brought me from a small town in Kentucky and kind of given me an experience and that I've never dreamed of. So that's what I want to do.
So another one of those obligatory media questions, yeah, and you just touched on it. Kentucky's just basketball crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And so how was that transition from Kentucky to Tennessee, in particular Tennessee Tech?
I had a rough transition just from leaving home because, you're in a small town. But now that I'm here and I've been there for 6 years, I don't know if I would ever want to leave Tennessee. So, yes, Kentucky is basketball crazy, but, I think Tennessee is just as crazy.
Coach, size up this league for us. We've got 3 new members and pretty good programs in and of themselves, all 3.
No question. You've got a Hall of Fame coach coming into the league in Joe Foley. His resume speaks for itself. He's done nothing but win. Rick at Southern Indiana and Katie at Lindenwood. I know they're going to add a lot to our league. But what I think you've also seen, Bob, over the last 6 years is just the parity. Kevin McMillan is Kevin McMillan. Rika won a championship 2 years ago at SEMO. I think Ty Evans has done a great job. Matt Boland. I could go down the list at the coaches in this league, at how good the coaching in our league is. We had 4 teams last year that went to postseason, and three of them won a game in postseason. And so I don't expect there to be a drop-off at all. I think there's a lot of unknown this year with roster changes and new teams coming into the league. But I think it's as wide open as it's ever been, but it also makes it really exciting.
Thanks to both of you. Appreciate it. Jordan Brock, Kim Rosamond, Tennessee Tech. We'll continue much more. There's a lot of basketball still to go. Actually, Kim will also be speaking at the luncheon here in just a little while, so we'll get her tuned up for that too. We'll get her working for that. This is OVC Media Day right here on ESPN Plus, presented by CenterPoint Energy.